Thanks for joining me. I'm making homemade cinnamon rolls today from scratch, first time. So we're gonna need 2 3/4 cup flour, 1/4 cup of sugar. We've got let's see, how much did I put in there? 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast and a teaspoon of salt. You just whisk that together and set aside. So the next steps are you're in a heat-proof bowl, you add your milk, half a cup, 3 tablespoons of butter, and a 1/4 cup of water. So it says you heat that up in the microwave just to kind of melt the butter. And then you pour this into your dry ingredients, add your egg to form your dough. So after you get your dough mixed, you take the dough on a lightly floured surface, make sure your hands are covered, and knead your dough for 3 minutes. And while the dough is resting, I am mixing up the filling. And it's 3 tablespoons of softened butter, a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, which I already have in here, and then a 1/4 cup of either granulated sugar or dark brown sugar, which is what I'm using. So you just mix all that together for the filling. Till it's kind of crumbly, and then that'll be the inside part. It's time to roll out the dough to a 14 by 8 inch rectangle. So I've lightly floured my board. Grease to get it to that shape. Okay, that's about right. Okay, and then take your butter mixture and spread that all over the inside. Kind of got myself a frosting knife to help me spread it out a little bit. course, when they heat up, this is gonna get nice and ooey gooey in the center here. You can also just soften your butter and then sprinkle on your sugar and cinnamon mixture. So either way. Using my hands is kind of better. So anyways, yeah, you tightly roll your dough. So just roll it all up like this until it's all tight from end to end. There we go. So you get a nice log of dough. And it says you should cut out anywhere from 10 to 12 pieces, so let's see what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the excess ends. You know what, I'm gonna start in the center here, just so we get these even. See how thick. Okay, it doesn't really say how thick to make them. Let's go about right here. So, yeah, I think that'll be a good thickness, about an inch. Yeah, about an inch and a half. So let's go ahead and cut those. Kind of reshape them into your rounds. Ooh, yeah. See, there's 5. Okay, there's 10. So I think I'm gonna do, ended up with 2 littler, smaller ones that I'll just put in the middle. Okay, so you arrange these in a lightly oiled baking dish. It says a pie plate, like a 9-inch. It says a 9-inch round cake pan or pie plate. So I'm gonna do a pie plate. These look pretty, babe.
Nice.
I think they're gonna be awesome for my first time out. Oh yeah, that worked out good. I think that worked out pretty good. And then you just set these down to rise. Let me see how long. Yeah, it says tightly cover the rolls with plastic wrap and allowed to rise in a warm, draft-free environment. So they rise for 60 to 90 minutes. And then you bake them. Stay tuned. Okay, so looks like they've doubled in size. We're ready to bake them. Ooh, they just smell good. So now to make the icing, it's a cup of confectioner's sugar, half a teaspoon. I'm gonna use maple extract instead of vanilla, just because I thought that would taste really yummy, and I'm out of vanilla. And then it says 2 to 3 tablespoons of whole milk, which I'm just going to use some 2%. So just add a little at a time till you get a good consistency. A little bit more. Oh yeah, that's good. That'll be a good consistency. So when the rolls come out of the oven, you go ahead and pour the icing on top. So I will let you know what that looks like. So now I'm pouring the frosting over them. Make sure you get all that yummy goodness. Make sure all the rolls get covered. They look and smell amazing. This is a pretty easy recipe too, so definitely gonna keep this one. Looks like they're gonna be pretty yummy. There's my finished product. Yum.